it's funny, man. I remember being a kid, probably like 9 or 10, and I remember asking my father, hey, why is the NFL team in DC, why is that their name? And I remember his response very clearly. And I'll just say, I'm not going to repeat what his response was, but here we are, man. It is official. This team is officially changing their nickname and logo. Here is their announcement. Look at this. The announcement saying that they're going to change the team nickname and logo has the team's nickname and logo on it. Like they couldn't even get that part right. Are you serious? You couldn't find a blank sheet of 8.5 by 11 paper or nothing? But you know what? Let me excuse that. Forget the letterhead, okay? Forget the top of the letter. Like, read what they're saying. There is no admission of wrongdoing. There's no culpability. There's nothing. It just reads as very disingenuous. Like they're doing it, and that's it. Not any reason. Not any good, solid, decent reason why. And yes, there is wrongdoing, man. Listen, I don't care if you want to hit me with, certain Native Americans don't find it offensive. That's fine if you want to hit me with that. I'm here to tell you that doesn't necessarily make that name right just because you want to hit me with that. And like the fact that they're doing this is so like begrudged and backhanded. Like they didn't want to do this. Like listen, man, I live in the DC area. I've been here the last 10 years. I'm not from here, but I've been here the last 10 years, and I remember very clearly in 2013 there was a huge local conversation around the team's name and should they change it, and they asked the owner of the team, Dan Snyder, for his feedback. Like, are you going to change the name given all this local pressure? And this was his response. Like, I can't even make this up. He says, I will never change the team name, and you could put that in all caps. That's what, like, I can't think of a more disrespectful, like arrogant response to something that people find racist. Like that is like, why is that the response? How is that an acceptable response? And you know what I also remember from that time in 2013 when there was a local heat to change the name? I remember FedEx being very quiet, and I bring that up because FedEx has their name on the outside of the stadium, and now they gave the team all the local pressure saying, if you don't change this team name following this current season, we're going to pull our name from the stadium. So now the team potentially will lose money, right? So you have FedEx being late to the party. You got like Amazon and a lot of other retailers no longer selling the team's merchandise being late to the party. Like these corporations didn't want to do this. How do I know this? Because if they wanted to do this, they would have done it in March. They would have done it in February. They would have done it 5 years ago. FedEx never would have put the name on the stadium. It's just so disingenuous. It's so backhanded. Like if they wanted to do it before, if they found the name offensive before, they would have removed all of this a long time ago. But let's not lose sight of the fact why we're even having this conversation, why this is even a topic. We're only talking about this because that cop in Minnesota decided to put his knee on George Floyd's neck. Like that is the only reason why we're having this conversation. How crazy and disingenuous is this whole thing when you think about it?